Okay, now let's see what is tertiary wall all about, what is plasmodesmata, and we are going to see another term that is known as desmotubule, that we need to understand what it is in understanding about tertiary wall. Now, as I told you, the primary wall in the cell wall is close towards the middle lamella, that means it is outside, outwards rather, and the secondary wall, it would be towards plasma membrane. Now, what is the function of the tertiary structure of the wall, that is the tertiary cell wall? See, you know that cells, when they are working, when we are talking about a plant, if it is a multicellular plant, it would be functioning at a tissue level, and when the cells are functioning at a tissue level, they have to work in coordination with each other, they have to work as a single unit. So, the plant cells, we usually represent a plant cell like this. This is the easiest way we represent a plant cell, and the other plant cell that would be in contact and close proximity with other cell, it would have its own cell wall and middle lamella, and just to tell you other things that you have studied, this would be the simple cell wall composition of the plant cell. Let this black lining outline represent the cell wall, and the pink one or the red one represent, the lighter one represent the cell membrane. So, this is what a plant cell or two plant cells would be like, if we have to get a gross idea of the cells. Now, these two cells, as you can see, this red is representing the plasma membrane. These two cells are in close contact with each other. The part that I am coloring over here with black dots is the middle lamella. Supposedly, this is the secondary cell wall. This is the primary cell wall, that is inside. The secondary is in contact. Now, what we have to see is that the inner part of the membrane, it often gets folded like this, and there is a passage known as plasmodesmata. Okay, plasmodesmata is a passage between the two cells from where there could be transport and exchange of substances within the cells. Now, it has not been represented in this diagram, but you need to understand that supposedly this is one cross section they are telling you of the cell wall. Supposedly you have a passage in between that would be known as the part of tertiary cell wall, where we have plasmodesmata. Now, if I have to represent the plasmodesmata in a larger view, it would be somewhat like this: passage between the two cells, where the outermost wall that is in contact with the passage would be known as tertiary wall. Alright, that would be tertiary wall, that is innermost. Outer to it would be the primary wall. I'm sorry, it's mistaken, a little bit mistaken. This would be the primary wall, inner to it. Okay, and this would be the tertiary wall that is in contact with the plasmodesmata, the passage. This would be the primary wall. Okay, and this particular part would have middle lamella, because here there is a junction between two cells. Two cells are attached to each other. Here the cell would be in contact with the other cell. This particular arrangement of the particular cell, plant cell, this arrangement, this particular passage is known as plasmodesmata, and it represents the secondary wall. Now, apart from that, there is at times an endoplasmic reticulum residue which is present inside it, and that is known as desmotubule. Okay, so here we come to know about the secondary structure, tertiary structure of the cell wall, where we have the primary wall near to the plasma membrane. We are going to have the secondary wall, which would be responsible for the passages. Okay, the passages where the cell is giving way to the products which are formed inside the cell in contact with the other cell. Now, what we are going to deal next with is the functions of the cell wall. First of all, they determine the morphology, growth and development of plant cells. We have talked about it, that they are responsible for providing the rigidity to the cell. Second is they protect the protoplasm. That is quite obvious because it is a hard structure. Cellulose is a hard structure. There is such a meshwork that is being formed, though it is quite permeable to almost everything, but it does provide protection from viral invasions, bacterial invasions and fungal pathogens. Just for namesake, it is the fungi and virus are able to invade the plant cells as well. It is not that the plant cell cannot be invaded by fungus or viral bacterial pathogens, because it can be invaded. It is just for the saying that the cell wall being rigid, it does not allow all the penetration so easily. Then they are rigid structures, and thus they help the plant in withstanding the gravitational forces. There is not much to be explained in it, because rigidity, once it has been provided, there would be no unnecessary tropism that the cell would be showing. Even if it would be showing, it would be under constraints of the cell wall. And then they are involved in transport of materials and metabolites in and out of the cell through plasmodesmata with the agency of desmotubules if it is a prokaryotic cell. And because we are talking about plant cell, desmotubules are present. And then the last one is they withstand the turgor pressure which develops within the cells due to high osmotic pressure. Supposedly you have a cell and it gets filled with more and more water. For example, take example of a balloon. You fill it with more and more air. If it is not having a membrane that is surrounding it and it is rigid, which maintains that it does not expand beyond its size, it bursts. So in case of plant cells, it does not burst because they don't burst usually. Animal cell bursts if they are put in water, they burst after some time because of the osmotic and turgor balance that is not maintained. But in case of plant cells, that turgor balance is maintained due to the presence of cell wall, because beyond a level, the cell wall being rigid, rich in cellulose microfibrils, will not allow the protoplasm to expand. So these are the functions of the cell wall. The structure we have understood what is basically the cell wall structure. I hope you are quite clear with the functions of the cell wall as well as what basically is cell wall, the complex structure that differentiates plant cells from the animal cells.